numbers. 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist, man, check the wrist, man. Got him hot, ayy. Man, can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards. You just on your 5th grade.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Pittsburgh Steelers. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. They run with counter. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with the NC State man. It's Jalen Samuels. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
Delta. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. And 58 is a Mike. Go 58 to Mike.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Flushed out right. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 44-yard line.
Steelers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. This is Grant. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Check. Lucky. 22. Check. 22. Check.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
Now 3rd and 10.
Ready.
Operating from the gun, Fields. And the catch made by Johnson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. On 4th down, Fields. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. They'll run on first down. It's Grant. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
58, boys, 58, 58, Mike.
To throw on 2nd down, Fields. He finds his man Johnson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it. They love it because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. I'm coming. And 58 is a Mike. Go 58 to Mike.
From the gun, Fields. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. It was Justin Houston, the native of Statesboro, Georgia, with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Well, they didn't get in the end zone, but pretty good balance there on the opening drive between the run and the pass.
Yeah, I think that was probably what they wanted to get accomplished right out of the gate. Throw the ball with success, run it, of course, to set the tone. So we saw the offensive coordinator's play sheet, probably wrote himself a little note. Exactly what we wanted to do. Probed it early and got it done.
Go white 90. Hey, brown 80. 54. Hey, Delta.
Switch it. You. Check, crunch. Check the backer.
Hey, white 89.
Rivers now, the throw on first down. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Let's go.
A gain of 12.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, Rivers looking deep for Hilton. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
What we got?
Play fake, Rivers. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Check the hot read. Check 44. Hey, go orange.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Rivers now from the 50. Flush to his right. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Trying to get that one to his running back, Marlon Mack. But now it's 3rd down.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback who's going to his left. A little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Rivers on the money, complete. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Rivers now. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee, Trey Burton, the one he was looking for.
Red!
They'll run here with Mack. And this time they're able to bottle him up as they'll stop him at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Play action now. Rivers. He's got it to Hilton. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Rivers forced out to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down.
Mike 54. Watch the slant. Show it.
Wait, 80 high.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54.
Hey, I'm gonna go load it. Q.
Rivers to throw for it on 4th. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown. T.Y. Hilton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Corey Grant, 77 yards. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Get right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him on to the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
The Colts on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He'll have a first down past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down to leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. They sure went against conventional wisdom, calling a pass on 3rd and inches.
Had to be thinking to themselves, the defense is going to overcommit against the run. Should be an easy pitch and catch. Didn't turn out that way.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, box truck. Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. I got you, son.
Now Rivers on 4th down. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
We ain't giving them nothing. Keep it skinny.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football.
180. Hey, Delta. 61. Matchbox light. 180. Load it. Hey, Sue.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
3rd and long for Rivers. Open man is Trey Burton. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And his kick is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker.
On it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
And all the way down to the 36-yard line. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. He's still having trouble moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, so much for halftime adjustment. Sometimes the best adjustment you make is no adjustment. You just do things better. But in this case, I think an adjustment was in order. They may have to change up and start throwing the ball around a little bit more. Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Hey, Charlie.
Rivers from the gun on third down. And nowhere to get away. Rivers is dropped. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Looking to throw on second down. Fields. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
On first down, Grant. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. They'll try and run for it with Conner. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
check.
They'll try to run it. This is Conner. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Hey, 79! 79 behind!
On second down, Rivers again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson, and they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
They'll run on first down. It's Grant. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Let's bring it. And 58 is a mic.
To throw on second down. Fields. Johnson's got it complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost. In there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check 26. Check 26. 80 weapon. 58, boys. 58. 58. Mike. Here we go, G. No.
On third and 2, Fields. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. Oh, fighting off the defender. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 9 yards on the carry there, and that will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter.
6 guys. Check 6 guys. Alert 3. Alert 3. Alert 3. Watch the safety creep. Out.
On second down now, it's Mack. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with third down looming. On third down, Taylor, and good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Tackle.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. This goes to Mack on the check down. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Bravo.
Squish down the level. Watch twins. Tighten up.
Cluster.
On 4th down, Rivers, rush coming, and he's taken down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now it's counter. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Let's go now. 56 yards.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to swear you up. Don't get nervous.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fields. That's complete to his running back, Grant. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first.
And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st and 10 is counter. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the run is counter. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coach.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Marlon Mack, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Let's go, let's go.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Pick the edge, pick the edge. Let it roll. Rest. Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They go back to Grant. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
To throw on second down, Fields. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. They'll run it. It's Mack. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. They'll run here with Mack. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Marlon Mack with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Important extra point up and through, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Don't get nervous.
On third down, here's Samuels. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a fourth down.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, Fields. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A kneel down here from Rivers, and that should be it.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Steelers' 32-yard line.